Good morning students. Today we will start our first chapter of computer, that is computer languages. First we will talk about how the communication takes place between the humans. Like here we the first person and this is the second person, and both of them know English. Means if first person is trying to say something to the second person in English, he can easily understand, and the second person is trying to say something in English and first person can easily understand. But if in case one person is talking English and second one is not able to understand English, then he will require a mediator, or we can say a translator, which can translate one language to the other language. If first person is talking in English and second person don't know English, then the translator will convert the language which second person is known to. Let it may be Hindi. In a similar fashion, when the second person says something in Hindi, then the translator will change it in English. In this way, with the help of the translator, first person can talk to the second person. In case of communication between human and computer, humans know English language and the programming is done in high level language. That is, we are using the alphabets of English language. But the computer can understand only machine language and assembly language. Therefore, it will require a translator, that is assembler, which converts a high level language to a machine language, by which a computer can understand what the person is trying to say to the computer. Again, vice versa will take place, that is computer translator will change the machine language to the high level language which is understandable to the humans. In this way, communication takes place between the computer and the. Now let's talk about the program. What is a program? Program is a set of instructions. We are giving some instructions to the computer so that he can understand what we are trying to calculate or solve. Until the computer understands our problem, he cannot solve it. So, to tell our problem, we are writing instructions. This is an example which is written in C language. Here is the header files, stdio.h, that is standard input output header file. It name, this is the syntax how we have to write the program. Now in this we are printing a line, that is first message. Printf is a syntax to print a message on a screen that will give the output on a computer monitor. /n defines the change in line. It means it will leave a line, then after the message. Now this is the instructions, include stdio.h and main printf print message /n, and when we run the program, the output will be first message. This message will appear on the screen. Now when we are talking about the programming language, there are two types of programming languages. First one is low level language. Low level language is the machine language and the assembly language. Machine language is written in 0 and 1 form. Only 2 bits are used to write the instruction. And in assembly language we are using mnemonics. Mnemonics are the short form of the terms which we are using. For subtraction, we are using sub. This is the mnemonic for subtraction. In this way, we are writing the low level language programs. Now, in high level language, we are using this type of instructions. High level language are C, C++, Java, etc. In both the cases, in low level language or high level language, we are communicating with the computer. In low level language, we have to use the program which is directly understood by the computer. In high level language, we are writing a program in which we are using a translator which makes the computer understand what we are trying to say. Now let's compare the high level language and the low level language. In high level language, we can say it is easy to write. Easy to write means, as we are using the English alphabet, that is A to Z, it can be in capital or small. Both can be used. And the symbols we are familiar with. So it becomes easy to write the program in a high level language. In a low level language, we are using 0 and 1. For every alphabet, that is A to Z, or any symbol, a particular number is defined. That it be 0 or 001 or something else. It means for every alphabet we have to know each and every number, so that we can indicate that we are using this number, this alphabet for our program. So it is little bit difficult to write a program in a machine language, low level language. In high level language, it is easier to test and debug. It means we can find out where our program is written incorrectly, as we are familiar to all the alphabet and symbols, so we can find out the problems easily. But in case of low level language, we have to find the numbers that are 0 to infinite, whichever number it is. So until you know the correct number of the alphabet, you cannot test or debug the program easily. Now the third point is processing speed is slow. In high level language, the processing speed is slow because we are using a translator between human and the computer. So first, when we are saying something to the computer, means translator will translate the high level language to the machine level language, then it will tell to computer, means corresponding time becomes larger. In the low level language, we are writing the program directly in the machine language, so it will not require a translator between a human and computer. Time and speed will be faster. In high level language, we are not machine dependent because we are writing the program in a language which we are known. In this, we are machine dependent because we have to understand the machine language first and write the correct sequence of the number. Then only we can run the program. Until you know the machine language, it will be very difficult and very time consuming for a programmer to write a program in a. Now let's talk about the language processor. Language processor is a assembler, interpreter and compiler. In assembler, we say that software that converts assembly language instruction into machine language. Means a software which can convert A assembly language code to a machine language is known as assembler. For example, this is a code for addition ADD written in assembly language. Let us assume that in machine language code of A is 00, code of B is 01, code of C is 10, and code of D is 11. Therefore, after conversion of this assembly code, machine language will convert this into this code, that is 001111. Here 00 is A, 11 is D, 11 is D. A 00, D 11, D 11. This is how we computer converts a assembly language into machine language. A code is defined for each and every capital alphabet or a small alphabet or a given symbol which is taken in the machine language. In interpreter, the code is checked line by line. Whichever code we are writing, the code is checked line by line. For example, in the first line it is written, this is just for understanding, this is not a code. In the first line it is Ram is a boy. Second line, Ram eats food. Third is Ram watches. This is a syntax error. We cannot understand what is written in this line. What the line is saying. We can assume that Ram is a boy. It can be assumed, but the syntax is wrong. Therefore, this line is written incorrect. In this way, the interpreter can check the. Let us see a program in C language which is written like this: include std.h and main, printf, Ram is a boy. Now in this, if in printf f is not written, it will show an error. Means it will tell itself that there is an error in this line. This is the way interpreter works. And then if you write the printf, that is syntax correctly, then it will run the program and the message will appear, Ram is a boy. Whereas in compiler, when we compile a program, it compiles whole program at one time. Means all the error will be told to you in a single time. The whole program first will be converted into machine language, then machine language will find out the error in each line, then all the errors will be told at once. Interpreter one by one tells in each line. If there is error in first line, then the program will stop at the first line only. Then we have to clear the error and run the program again. This is was all about the programming languages which are required to be learned by you. So read the book and check the video.